Hello everyone. Today, we will talk about management succession and risk management strategies in the family business. Family businesses. Nearly 90% of all companies in the United States, roughly 24.5 million businesses, are family-owned. This segment of the economy, defined by family members controlling ownership or decision-making, often receives little media attention compared to larger corporations. However, family-owned businesses play a critical role in the economy, contributing to 64% of the U.S. gross domestic product, GDP. They also account for 63% of all employment and 78% of job creation, alongside paying 65% of all wages. Contrary to common perceptions, family businesses are not exclusively small. In fact, 33% of Fortune 500 companies are family-owned, highlighting their significant presence in the market. On a global scale, family-owned enterprises account for 70 to 90% of the world's GDP, underscoring their importance in both local and international economies. Some of the most recognizable companies worldwide are family-owned, including giants like Ford Motor Company, Samsung, and Walmart. The Walton family, for instance, holds a 49% stake in Walmart, valued at approximately $128 billion, an amount greater than the GDP of 124 countries. This statistic emphasizes not only the wealth generated by family businesses, but also their influence in the global marketplace. Despite being overshadowed by larger entities in the headlines, family enterprises significantly fuel economic growth and job creation. Their contributions offer a robust foundation for understanding economic dynamics and employment trends in various sectors. When functioning optimally, family businesses can embody a harmonious blend of shared values and mutual support among members. These deep-rooted values often guide their operations and mission, fostering a cooperative environment that enhances productivity and efficiency. Research indicates that such harmony can lead to impressive financial outcomes. Studies by Jim Lee from Texas A&M University revealed that family-owned businesses tend to be more profitable and experience superior employment and revenue growth over time compared to non-family firms. Further analyses of companies within the Standard & Poor's 500 index indicated that family firms consistently outperform their non-family counterparts across various financial metrics. This trend is evident as family businesses average a return on assets that is 6.65% higher than those reported by non-family businesses, illustrating their overall effectiveness and competitive edge in the market. Advantages of family businesses. Family businesses enjoy a variety of benefits that distinguish them from their non-family competitors. One prominent advantage is their long-term focus. Owners of family businesses often view themselves as stewards of their companies for future generations, prioritizing sustainable growth over immediate profits. This perspective allows them to make decisions aimed at building a lasting legacy rather than seeking quick financial returns. For example, Count Anton Wolfgang von Faber-Castell, CEO of the Faber-Castell Company, emphasizes that in a family-run enterprise, the pressure of quarterly earnings is less burdensome, enabling a more sustainable approach to business. Another key benefit is the ability to make faster decisions. Family business owners report that their agility allows them to quickly identify and capitalize on emerging market opportunities. This streamlined decision-making process is facilitated by shared values and a unified vision among family members, which contrasts sharply with the slower, often bureaucratic decision-making found in publicly traded companies. Anthony Hollers, from Seafley, highlights how the absence of outside investors focused solely on short-term gains enables family businesses to invest in long-term growth and innovation. Family businesses also maintain a strong entrepreneurial spirit, which drives them to adapt and reinvent themselves as needed for continued success. This adaptability is crucial in today's fast-paced market, allowing them to navigate challenges and seize new opportunities effectively. Furthermore, their commitment extends to their employees, whom they often view as part of the family. This long-term perspective fosters deep loyalty and dedication among staff members. A notable example is Crane & Company, which, during the Great Depression, chose to retain its workforce by providing alternative work opportunities rather than implementing layoffs, exemplifying their commitment to their employees. Additionally, family-owned businesses often engage in local philanthropy, giving back to their communities in ways that reflect their shared values. According to a study by Family Enterprise USA, a significant majority of family businesses participate in charitable donations, with many owners also volunteering their time. Such philanthropic initiatives not only benefit the community, but also enhance the company's reputation and foster employee loyalty. By integrating philanthropy into their business strategies, family businesses can achieve broader objectives, solidifying their role as responsible corporate citizens while positively impacting their local environments. The dark side of family businesses. Family businesses, while offering numerous advantages, also grapple with significant challenges stemming from their unique structure. One of the most prominent issues is the lack of continuity. Sibling rivalries, disputes over management succession, and personality conflicts can lead to intense battles that not only strain family relationships, but also threaten the viability of the business itself. These long-standing feuds can create a toxic environment where business decisions become intertwined with personal grievances, resulting in destructive outcomes. A major stumbling block for family businesses is management succession. Statistics paint a stark picture. 70% of first-generation businesses fail to survive into the second generation, and of those that do, only 13% make it to the third generation. The survival rate plummets even further, with just 3% seeing success beyond the fourth generation. The leading causes of these failures often include inadequate estate planning, failure to establish a management succession plan, and insufficient funds to cover estate taxes. This vulnerability during generational transitions highlights a critical risk period for family enterprises. The average life expectancy of a family business is approximately 24 years, although some may endure longer. According to a PricewaterhouseCoopers study, many family business owners express anxiety about the process of passing their operations to the next generation, with 32% indicating fears of conflict arising from management succession. Surprisingly, nearly half of family businesses, 47%, lack any succession plans, leaving a substantial gap between owners' intentions and actionable strategies. Further compounding the issue, a survey from MassMutual Financial Group revealed that 19% of family business owners had engaged in minimal estate planning beyond preparing a will. Ultimately, the greatest threats to family businesses often come from internal dynamics rather than external competition. While many entrepreneurs harbor the aspiration for their businesses to thrive within the family, They frequently overlook the necessity of proactive measures to ensure this dream becomes a reality. Without foresight and planning, the legacy of a family business can unravel, underlining the importance of comprehensive succession and estate planning to secure its future. Characteristics of successful family businesses. Successful family businesses that thrive across multiple generations share several key characteristics that contribute to their longevity and effectiveness. One of the foremost qualities is shared values. The beliefs and principles that family members hold shape their interactions with the business and each other. A strong set of shared values becomes an integral part of the company's culture, helping to unify family and business objectives. According to a PricewaterhouseCoopers survey, a significant 78% of family business owners view these shared values as a crucial strength. For instance, Chris McCormick of LL Bean highlights how their commitment to customer service and quality, rooted in family values, has differentiated them in the marketplace. Another essential characteristic is shared power, which involves delegating decision-making responsibilities based on expertise rather than family hierarchy. This approach allows each family member to contribute effectively in areas where they have the most knowledge and skill. For example, the third-generation members of Mitchell's family of stores took on roles that aligned with their individual strengths, promoting a collaborative and respectful working environment. Tradition plays a vital role in successful family businesses. While traditions foster a sense of unity and continuity, they should not become barriers to innovation. Effective family businesses adapt their strategies over generations, ensuring that they remain relevant. Similarly, a sense of stewardship is crucial, where family owners view themselves as caretakers responsible for preserving and enhancing the business for future generations. This mentality influences their decisions and actions, helping to forge a legacy that honors both the family and the enterprise. Successful family businesses also embody a willingness to learn and adapt. They actively embrace new ideas and innovative practices, which helps mitigate the risk of obsolescence. This openness can be facilitated through formal mechanisms like family councils, encouraging dialogue and collaboration among family members. Moreover, fostering an environment where family members feel safe to express their thoughts and suggestions is crucial for sustaining competitive advantages. Family businesses benefit from positive family behavior that extends beyond work. Engaging in activities outside of the business fosters strong personal relationships among family members, which can enhance their professional interactions. By creating opportunities for fun and connection, family members can build trust and respect, contributing to a healthier work environment. Finally, a strong family support network is a defining feature of successful family businesses. The relationships formed through shared experiences convey that the business is about cooperative efforts toward a common goal. However, it's important to recognize that while these strong ties are beneficial, they can also lead to conflict, particularly during succession planning. Without careful management, the emotions that bind family members can become sources of division, potentially threatening the stability of the business. Thus, developing a clear succession plan is vital to ensuring that the passions and relationships enhance rather than hinder the family business's success. Exit strategies for family businesses. Most family business founders aspire to keep their companies within the family. However, maintaining family control isn't always practical. In many cases, no family members possess the necessary interest or skills to manage the business. founders must confront their mortality and plan for the future of their enterprises, which makes establishing a robust management succession plan essential. When the time comes to step down, entrepreneurs typically consider three primary exit strategies: selling to outsiders, selling to insiders, non-family members, or transitioning the business to family members through a structured management succession plan. Selling to outsiders. Selling a business to an outsider is a complex process that requires careful preparation, timing, maintaining accurate financial records, and thorough advance planning are crucial for a successful sale. Unfortunately, many business owners delay this process, often waiting until retirement or a crisis hits, resulting in a fire sale scenario that does not maximize the business's value. Selling outright might suit entrepreneurs who want to step away immediately, but it could be less appealing for those wishing to retain a connection to the business or gradually relinquish control. The terms of the sale significantly influence its success. A preference for cash-only offers can limit the pool of potential buyers, while financing options can broaden it and provide sellers with steady income over time. Selling to insiders. When family options are limited, selling the company to employees can be a viable alternative. This approach often involves several mechanisms, including a cash sale with a promissory note, a leveraged buyout, LBO, or an employee stock ownership plan, ESOP. In a cash plus note sale, the seller receives an upfront payment while holding a note for the remaining balance, allowing for a steady income stream and the ability to manage tax implications over time. In an LBO, employees and managers borrow funds to purchase the company, relying on the business's cash flow to repay the debt. While this strategy can motivate employees to succeed, it carries significant risks due to the high debt levels involved. Conversely, an ESOP provides a structured means for employees to gradually purchase shares over time, often with tax advantages that benefit both the seller and the employees. This model fosters employee investment in the company's success, with studies showing that ESOPs can drive growth in sales and employment. Transferring ownership to family members. The third exit strategy revolves around the potential transfer of ownership to the next generation of family members, supported by a comprehensive management succession plan. This option is ideal for founders who wish to keep the business within the family while ensuring that capable successors are prepared to take on leadership roles. Establishing a clear succession plan helps to prepare future leaders and addresses the complexities of family dynamics in business. By planning ahead and involving subsequent generations in the business, founders can enhance the likelihood of a smooth transition and the continuation of their legacy. Management succession in family businesses. By 2050, a significant transition is expected within family-owned businesses in the United States, as many primary owners will retire or pass away. Experts predict that by 2040, over $10.4 trillion in wealth will transfer across generations primarily through these businesses. As 60% of small business owners are baby boomers, many are now approaching retirement age. On an average, a baby boomer business owner retires every 57 seconds, highlighting the urgent need for effective succession planning. Despite 95% of small business owners acknowledging the importance of succession plans, only about 1 in 8 has a written strategy for ensuring leadership continuity. Without a solid succession plan, businesses risk faltering as they transition to the next generation. Many entrepreneurs postpone succession planning for various reasons. Some founders are reluctant to let go, feeling attached to their identities as business owners. Others harbor concerns about the capability of potential successors, which can lead to anxiety around relinquishing control. Personal connections and emotional ties complicate the succession process, as many founders struggle to accept their mortality and the transition of a business they've dedicated themselves to over the years. Planning for succession not only safeguards the financial resources of the business, but also preserves its heritage and legacy. Effective succession planning should involve building trust among family members and fostering open discussions about the future of the business. Management succession should be viewed as an evolutionary process. Founders must navigate their emotional attachments while allowing successors to develop their own autonomy. This balancing act often leads to conflicts, but a well-thought-out succession plan can help alleviate stress. The ideal transition resembles a relay race, where leadership is passed seamlessly from one generation to the next without disrupting the business's momentum. For instance, at LL Bean, a structured leadership development process ensures that family members are actively engaged in succession planning, greatly enhancing the likelihood of a smooth transition. Effective management succession unfolds in several interconnected stages. It ideally begins early in the lives of potential successors. In many cases, young family members are involved in the business from an early age, gaining hands-on experience and appreciating its significance within the family. As they mature, the next generation rotates through various jobs to build a broad understanding of the business. Upon graduation, they often transition to full-time roles, where their previous experiences allow them to establish credibility among their peers. As successors progress, they enter a crucial phase where their decision-making authority increases. This stage is vital for assessing their competence to take over the firm. Essential skills for successors include financial acumen, technical expertise specific to the industry, negotiation abilities, and leadership qualities. Communication skills and a commitment to the business are also critical. Passionate leaders inspire their teams and foster a positive company culture. The final stage of management succession involves the actual transition of leadership. The founder's role as a mentor during this phase is essential, as stable leadership contributes to the long-term success of family businesses. Whether the successor retains the CEO title or the founder steps away entirely, supporting the next generation in establishing their own identity is crucial to the continued vitality of the organization. Ultimately, a founder's legacy is reflected in their ability to nurture and empower the next generation of leaders. Developing a management succession plan. For family-owned businesses to survive through generations, several key characteristics come into play. Families committed to continuity believe that owning the business aligns with their missions, take pride in its foundational values, recognize their societal contributions, and utilize management succession plans for continuity. Despite these insights, a significant number, 55%, of small business owners lack formal succession plans, including many who are nearing or past retirement age. Establishing a succession plan is essential for maintaining the company's momentum and purpose, and it requires thoughtful and early engagement in the planning process. Step 1. Select the successor. The first critical step in succession planning is identifying a successor well before the founder is ready to hand over control. As family dynamics become increasingly complex, It's essential to select a successor based on merit rather than birth order or gender. Entrepreneurs should engage their children in candid discussions about their interest in taking over the family business. This step alleviates the pressure that might compel heirs to say what their parents want to hear, ensuring that the successor genuinely desires the role. Founders should take care to avoid postponing this decision until just before retirement, as many family businesses falter when the succession is hurried. Establishing clear criteria for the successor's selection, based on skills, experience, and personal attributes, will help ensure the chosen individual is equipped to lead successfully. Step 2. Create a survival kit for the successor. Once a successor is identified, the next step is to prepare them by creating a survival kit, which contains all critical company documents and essential knowledge. This kit should include wills, insurance policies, financial statements, and key contracts. Founders should engage in discussions about the company's strategic direction, values, key customers, and the skills necessary for leadership. Moreover, documenting processes and knowledge is crucial. Founders often possess invaluable insights gained from years of experience, which must be communicated to successors. An ethical will can also accompany the survival kit, imparting the founder's wisdom and principles to the next generation. Step 3. Groom the successor. Grooming the successor is an extensive and gradual process, often taking 5 to 10 years. Founders should approach this phase with patience, understanding that power transfer is evolutionary. This requires allowing successors the space to learn from their mistakes and gradually become more responsible. Effective communication and setting reasonable expectations are vital, as is the need to support the successor's development through real challenges. By involving them in decision-making and delegating responsibilities, founders can build their successors' confidence and prepare them for leadership roles. Teaching is about facilitating discovery and letting successors navigate decisions, using obstacles as learning opportunities. Step 4. Promote an environment of trust and respect. Creating a culture of trust and respect is fundamental for a successful succession. This environment encourages successors to excel and make decisions confidently. Empowering the successor through delegation builds credibility with employees and stakeholders alike, facilitating a smoother transition. Founders should avoid the meddling retiree syndrome, where they remain overly involved post-retirement, undermining the new leader's authority. A healthy handover occurs when the founder steps back, allowing the successor to establish their identity while ensuring continuity in operations. Step 5. Cope with financial realities. Lastly, addressing the financial realities of estate and gift taxes is crucial in succession planning. Entrepreneurs need to develop comprehensive estate plans, especially as estate taxes can significantly impact the heirs' ability to retain the family business. Failing to consider these tax implications might result in heirs needing to liquidate assets to cover debts. Business owners should start estate planning early, ideally by age 45, or even 30 for those starting businesses or experiencing rapid growth. Various strategies exist to manage estate tax liability effectively, emphasizing the importance of initiating these conversations well before the transition to ensure that the business remains intact for future generations. Buy-sell agreement. A buy-sell agreement is a vital estate planning tool for co-owners of a business, ensuring continuity in case of an owner's death or disability. The agreement stipulates that the remaining owners will buy out the shares of the affected owner, allowing the heirs to cash out while maintaining control within the business. These agreements typically include a formula for determining the business's value during such transactions. To address potential cash flow challenges, businesses often secure life and disability insurance for each owner, ensuring that sufficient funds are available for buyouts when needed. Lifetime gifting. Lifetime gifting is a strategic approach allowing business owners to transfer wealth to their heirs while minimizing tax implications. Under current federal tax regulations, individuals can gift $14,000 per year to each recipient without incurring gift taxes. This means that a couple could potentially transfer up to $1.68 million in assets to their children over a decade without triggering tax liabilities. This strategy not only helps in wealth preservation, but also prepares the family for future ownership of the business. Setting up a trust. Establishing a trust is another effective estate planning strategy for business owners. A trust involves a contract between a grantor, who transfers legal title of assets to a trustee for the benefit of designated beneficiaries. Trusts can be utilized to minimize estate taxes, with only about 52% of business owners currently taking advantage of this option. There are two main types of trusts: revocable and irrevocable. While revocable trusts offer flexibility, only irrevocable trusts provide tax benefits by excluding assets from the grantor's taxable estate. Estate freeze. An estate freeze is a financial strategy that helps business owners mitigate potential estate taxes by creating two classes of stock: preferred voting stock for the parents and non-voting common stock for their children. Owners can effectively freeze the value of their stock while any future appreciation escapes taxation. This approach allows the business to grow without increasing the estate tax burden on the family. Family Limited Partnership. Setting up a Family Limited Partnership, FLP, allows business-owning parents to pass their business onto their children while retaining control. In this structure, parents hold the general partnership interest, while their children become limited partners. This arrangement not only facilitates the transfer of ownership, but also enables significant tax advantages through discounted valuations of minority shares. Proper establishment and documentation are crucial to ensure the FLP meets IRS standards and withstands scrutiny. Risk management strategies. Risk management is a critical component of business planning, especially for ensuring the longevity and stability of a company. While insurance plays a crucial role in managing risks, such as covering employee injuries and protecting against disasters, it is not a complete solution. Many small businesses rely primarily on insurance, but a comprehensive approach involves proactive risk management strategies. A survey indicated that only 37% of small businesses have emergency preparedness plans in place, highlighting a significant gap in readiness for potential threats or disasters. Successful risk management requires a blend of 4 strategies: avoiding, reducing, anticipating, and transferring risk. Avoiding and reducing risk. Avoiding risk involves taking proactive steps to eliminate potential threats. For example, conducting credit checks on customers can minimize losses from bad debts, and implementing workplace safety programs can elevate employee awareness and reduce workplace injuries. However, completely avoiding risk is often impractical, which necessitates the use of risk reduction strategies. These strategies aim to lessen the impact of unavoidable risks rather than eliminate them entirely. While these approaches help mitigate risks, some level of risk will always persist, meaning that losses can still occur. Anticipating and transferring risk. Anticipating risk involves setting aside funds for potential losses, often referred to as self-insurance. Business owners may contribute monthly to a reserve that can cover unexpected expenses. However, this fund might not always be sufficient to handle large claims, primarily in the early years. Therefore, businesses typically incorporate insurance into their risk management strategies to further transfer risk. The Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act has made self-insurance a more viable option for small businesses by allowing them to manage healthcare costs, while offering the flexibility to switch back to full insurance without penalties. The concept of risk transfer predominantly revolves around purchasing insurance. When a business buys insurance, it pays a premium to shift some of the financial burdens of risk to an insurance carrier. As insurance costs rise, small businesses are exploring innovative ways to manage these expenses. One emerging approach is captive insurance, which allows companies to establish their own insurance companies or collaborate with other businesses to create a collective insurance entity. This strategy not only provides a tailored approach to managing risk, but can also yield dividends if the insurance company experiences fewer claims. Insurance is a tool for transferring risk from individuals, groups, or businesses to an insurance company. It plays a crucial role in enabling businesses to operate despite the potential for significant financial losses. However, many small business owners do not purchase adequate insurance coverage to protect against common risks such as property damage, fire, theft, and liability. A significant portion of business owners lack confidence that their companies are sufficiently protected against risks that could threaten their survival. For a risk to be insurable, it must meet certain criteria. The actual loss must be quantifiable, the risk must be selectable, and there must be enough policyholders to spread the risk. These conditions ensure that insurance companies can effectively manage and price the coverage. Businesses often struggle to fully understand their risk exposure, making effective risk management essential. By rating risks based on severity, probability, and cost, business owners can prioritize which risks to address and allocate their resources efficiently. There are four major categories of insurance critical to businesses: property and casualty insurance, life and disability insurance, health insurance and workers' compensation, and liability insurance. Property and casualty insurance protects tangible assets like buildings, equipment, and inventory from damage, theft, or destruction, and often requires additional policies like flood or earthquake coverage. Life and disability insurance safeguard a business against the financial loss of key individuals, providing income replacement if they die or become disabled. Health insurance remains a major concern for small businesses due to rising costs and regulatory changes, while workers' compensation covers employee injuries sustained on the job. Liability insurance protects businesses from legal claims arising from accidents, injuries, or damages caused by their operations or products. Many basic policies do not offer sufficient coverage, so businesses often need to purchase higher limits and specialized policies such as professional liability and employment practices liability insurance. Recently, cyber liability insurance has become increasingly important as small businesses face growing risks from data breaches and cyberattacks. As businesses grow and evolve, their insurance needs become more complex. making it vital for entrepreneurs to regularly update and tailor their coverage to ensure full protection.
Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to channel.